Hi guys, welcome to this week's video of 2x2 reconstructions. This time I have a 2.12 average of 5 to reconstruct for you. So without further ado, let us get into the solves. Scrambles will be in the description as usual, so yeah, let's get on with the reconstructions. Alright, so for this first solve, you see these three yellow pieces already in place. The last piece is here. So from this angle, if I do a L prime U to L, that will give us a completed EG1 layer. And it also gives us a L case on the top. For this L case, I see that these two are the same color, and that this color here is the opposite to this color. And so, yeah. For this alg, I execute it from this angle, and yeah. So I know from for AUF, this color will end up on the left. So, but orange is on the back of the bar, so that means AUF will be a U. Will be a U. So yeah, so just do the alg and then finish off with a U. So I'll just do that again. So once again, having obviously I saw all that in inspection. In fact, for L prime U to L, whatever, I know that these three pieces will be in the same place relative to each other on top once I'm done with L prime U to L. So really, this piece can only be here relative to these three pieces with white on top, and I saw that this color was red, so that was how I managed to look ahead. So these kind of L prime U to L or RU to L R prime cases are pretty easy to look ahead. So yeah, like I said, I hold it from this angle because the bar will be formed in the back. So L prime U to L, and U prime to set up to the alg, and then finish off the alg with a pinky flick of the U. So yeah, I don't think there was anything that was better to do. You could have tried orange or something, which would have given you a PBL case, but yeah, otherwise I think that was not bad of a solve. That was 2.01, which is astonishingly close to sub 2. So I suppose this that's a good solve. So yeah, let's move on to the second solve. Alright, so for the second solve, I think I took a bit longer in inspection time, but whichever way, eventually, so yeah, I think there might have been it might be a +2 officially if it counted. But anyways, so for this solve, I saw that these three orange pieces were here, and this piece is here. I saw that if I do an F prime L prime U L, it will give me an EG1 orange layer with the bar on my right. So now I need to rotate before I do the EG1 case. And looking at this EG1 case, it's a pi case with these two being opposite and these two being the same. Now this is a very fast EG1 case, which I execute from this angle, and for AUF I know that this blue color will remain on the front when I'm done, but as I can see from the bar, blue's at the back, so there'll be a U to AUF. So yeah, so this alg and then U to AUF. So yes, obviously I saw all that in inspection. If not, I probably wouldn't be able to get sub 3. So yeah, having traced that these two pieces will remain where they are, and this piece will go here with blue on top. There's only one place this piece can go, which is here with white on top. So that's how I look. So that's how I looked ahead. So from this angle, F prime, L prime, U, L, rotate and do a U prime at the same time, and then do the L with a U2 finish for AUF. So as for other options, I guess you could do yellow. You'd get no AUF. Red. Red's not too bad either. You get no AUF for that as well, but yeah, so that solve was a 2.31, which is sub 2.5, which is pretty good. So yeah, so let's move on to the third solve. Alright, so for the third solve, it's pretty easy to see that it's one move away from a completed yellow layer, an EG1 layer, as you can see. This will be an EG1. So obviously look ahead for this is very easy. So I saw these two pieces, obviously it won't be affected, and if I just imagine this up here, I can tell that it's a L case. And so I'll just do R2 now so you can see. So this case is where these two are opposite. Actually, I recognize it from this angle. I recognize it from all angles, but it's easier to explain like this. So this case is where these two are opposite, and this case, and this color is the same as this. So for this alg, I execute it from this angle, where this color is adjacent to both of these colors. And also, I look at this color for AUF. I know that this color will stay where it is on the front once I'm done. And this orange, I know orange is on the back of the bar, so there'll be a U2 AUF. So once I'm done with the ALG, it's a U2 AUF. So once again, tracing all the... after seeing I have a one move yellow layer, I see that I can join these up to form an L case, so R2 and then U prime, and then straight into the ALG with a U2 AUF. I think I should have done the U2 with my left hand instead, but it still kind of worked. It was a 2.03 solve, which is again low 2, pretty good. I don't think there was anything that was much better. You could do orange, but it would probably give you an EG2 case, and then this would give you a U2 AUF. Yeah, I think that's it really. So yeah, let's move on to the fourth solve. Alright, so for the fourth solve, I think there were no obvious bars or anything, so it was a bit difficult to one look. I did kind of manage to one look, but I think I didn't execute it properly, and because there were no bars in anything or easy layers, I think I might have taken longer than 15 seconds for inspection as well. I think quite a few of the solves in this average went above 15 seconds in inspection, so it's probably not that good of an average. I mean, if you look at just the times, yeah. But anyways, that's not the point. For this solve, I managed to somehow trace that these two orange pieces can be joined up if I do an R prime from this angle. But if I do that, these two orange pieces will be, well, it's not a very nice case to do for this. So before I put that in, before I did an R prime to do that, I did a U prime first, then an R prime, so that these two can be inserted like this to give me an EG1 case. I did kind of look ahead. I think I did manage to one look to this EG1 case, this specific case, but I think I didn't manage to one look the AUF. So I think I didn't manage to trace the moves to set up to the case as well. So for this case where these two are opposite and these two are opposite, I execute it from this angle. I think I didn't manage to trace it very well. So yeah. Wait, hang on. Yeah, and then it's it's supposed to be U AUF, but because how the alg works, it ends up becoming an F or F prime instead. Oh, oops, wrong alg. Yeah, so basically, like I said, the U prime to, and then an R, and then I did that to do the EG1 layer. For this alg, I look at this color here. I know that this color will end up on the front. So this yellow, but I know yellow's on the left. So I know there'll be a U AUF, but because of this alg that I use, it actually becomes a F AUF instead. Anyways, yeah. F move for AUF. Anyways, that just wasn't a very good solve. That was a 4.60, which is the slowest solve in the average. But yeah, it shows that I need to work a bit more on solves that don't have an easy layer, especially solves that don't have a bar already formed. So yeah. Anyways, was there any better way I could have done it? Honestly, in a solve like this, you can do anything, honestly. So yeah, anyways, let's move on to the last solve. Alright, so this is the last solve. Now, so basically I saw this white, these two white pieces and these two yellow pieces, and I was trying to decide which one to do. I saw that on white it wasn't the easiest to form a layer, so I turned to yellow instead. And I saw that if I, from here, at these two pieces here, if I did F prime, R, U prime, R prime, I could form an EG2 layer on the bottom. And also, I managed to trace the white pieces, and I saw that you'd also get a diagonal swap on the top layer. And everyone knows the alg for this case is just that. You see, it's just R2, F2, R2 with a U, AUF. So, how I finger trick this is basically identical to the 0.95 single that I uploaded the last week. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. So it's F R U prime, and then instead of doing the R prime, I cancel in by doing R B2 R prime, and then do the U with my pinky. Now I think I actually locked up. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I think I actually locked up during the solve, so it could have been faster. It was a 1.93, which was the fastest solve in the average, but it could have been a bit faster, I think, if I just finger tricked it a bit better. But yeah, so whichever way, that was it was a nice solution. Not the best finger tricks, but hey, at least it's a sub 2, so yeah, that's decent. So this average is pretty good. Based off the times alone, this average is pretty good. I had 3 counting sub 2.5s, 2 of which were almost sub 2, and I had 1 sub 2. Of course, I had one trash solve as well, but yeah. So going off times alone, it's pretty good. This average of 5 is a 2.12, which is sub 2.2, which is a lot better than all the previous videos of 2x2 reconstructions that I've done. So yeah. It's not PB, my PB is 2.05. I got that like 3 years ago somehow. I got really lucky scrambles. But anyways, now based off times alone, like I said, it's pretty good. But based off the inspection time I required to get these times, not so good. Because I think for like 2 or 3 of these solves I overshot the 15-second mark when watching it back. So yeah, I definitely need to work on inspection time. I probably should work on, like, again, those cases where you can't form an easy layer as well. So those kinds with no bars. So I should probably practice with no bars. But yeah. Anyways, that about wraps it up for this video. So yeah. Hope you learn, and I'll see you in the next video.